Alright, Kaspa holders, welcome back to another brand new video. Hope you guys are all doing well and hanging in there right now for Kaspa. So today, yes, I do want to talk more about Kaspa, give you guys an update. What is exactly happening right now for Kaspa? There is in fact a fair few charts that I do want to show you guys, indicating that this is pretty much the floor price for Kaspa, meaning this is pretty much the bottom, guys. Okay, I've been telling you guys this many times now that I truly do believe, and I'm pretty sure you guys can, agree with me here, that this is pretty much the bottom for Kaspa. Right at this point, guys, I would not gamble it, okay, and try to time it. Okay, I know you guys are, some of you guys, not a lot of you guys, but yes, some of you guys are patiently waiting for Kaspa to go back down to like 2 cents to even 1 cent. Okay, and that's when you guys are saying you guys will buy Kaspa. But like I said, okay, I wouldn't gamble it. I wouldn't try to time it. I would simply just dollar cost average, right? That is simply the best thing to do, guys. I told you guys this many times that, this is pretty much the bottom for Kaspa, where we are in fact seeing Kaspa right now, okay, at, 5 cents. Okay, it can go back down to 4 cents. And, that's exactly what happened today for Kaspa. Kaspa is now back just below 5 cents. Okay, so it's back down to these 4 cent levels. But yeah, understand this is pretty much the bottom, like, or near the bottom. We may see Kaspa going a little bit lower, down to 3 cents, 2 cents. There is potential for that. But at the end of the day, guys, in general, this is pretty much the bottom. Okay, please understand that. So there is in fact a fair few charts that I do want to show you guys, and Kaspa whales, right? The big guys, the big players are continuing to accumulate Kaspa. They know that this is pretty much the bottom for Kaspa, and they are truly filling the bags up. They are loading up, guys. Okay, so I do want to talk a bit about that as well. But looking at the Kaspa price today, guys, Kaspa right now, like I said, is dropping. Okay, so yesterday we saw Kaspa at the 5 cent levels. Okay, and yeah, today it is actually continuing to have these corrections down to the downside. Okay, and you can clearly see it went as low as 0.047. Okay, so we know, guys, for the past few days, Kaspa has been going back up, just above 5 cents, and then it'll drop back down below 5 cents, and it's been doing that for the past few days, right? You guys clearly see that. Right now, this is pretty much the lowest point. Okay, you guys clearly see this is pretty much the lowest point right now. If I just quickly show you guys, okay, something like that. So yeah, you guys clearly see this is pretty much the lowest point right now. Okay, but yeah, Kaspa is bouncing back up slightly. Okay, so it's now sitting at 0.048. Okay, so it is, a great day to buy some Kaspa. I mean, it is down 8% today. It's down over 8%. So in my opinion, I think this is such a great time to load up more Kaspa, right? It's back at these, 4 cent levels. We know we did in fact see Kaspa having this beautiful bounce back up to, 5 cents after what Jonathan has said about Binance. Okay, and when that happened, yes, we did see Kaspa, right, going from 4 cent levels all the way back up to the 5 cent levels. Okay, so yeah, since Kaspa is now currently back at the 4 cent levels, just slightly below 5 cents, man, this is such a great time to load up on Kaspa, right? It really is. So I hope you guys are in fact, taking this as an opportunity to load up on Kaspa. Okay, it is down 8% today. Such a great opportunity to buy more, right? It really is. So the volume today for Kaspa, $47 million. The market cap for Kaspa is now at $1.3 billion. And yeah, the next reduction is in 22 days. The current reward is 3.89 Kaspa, and the next reward is 3.67 Kaspa. Okay, now looking at this, guys, okay, we know Zcash has been absolutely skyrocketing, okay, for the past few months, okay, and just recently, right, past few days and weeks, it's been going up. And it says here, when Kaspa reaches today's market cap of Zcash, it would see a 7x increase. And if Zcash can reach that level, Kaspa has the potential to grow at least 10x beyond it. Okay, we know, guys, Kaspa eventually will be reaching new all-time highs. Yes, we're going to see Kaspa going to new highs of 30 cents to even 45 cents to, 60 cents, 80 cents, and then eventually it's going to be reaching $1. And then once Kaspa does reach, the dollar price, it's going to be reaching the next dollar. Okay, it's going to be reaching, the dollar ranges. Okay, so understand, guys, this will be happening for Kaspa, and that's why I've been stacking and accumulating as much Kaspa as I possibly can, because it is super undervalued right now. It's below 10 cents, guys. So personally, I think this is a great opportunity to load up as much Kaspa as you possibly can. Now, getting to these charts, guys, starting off with this one. Okay, and this person makes some pretty good pointers here. Okay, and while we are in fact seeing pretty much the bottom, okay, the floor price for Kaspa. Okay, so it's pretty interesting. He says here, Kaspa outperformed the rest of the market in first phase of this bull run, and it was pumping from the beginning of the bear market. Went up 155x between October 2022 and July 2024. Ever since then, we have seen a massive 80.6% retrace from the all-time highs of 20 cents. Price has done a full retrace to the 786 fib. I'm calling the bottom here on Kaspa. A potential move to 24 cents likely is going to happen if we see an altcoin season. Okay, we got some resistance around the 12 cent level, so 0.128. Okay, for the first run back up. Fundamentals haven't changed. It's only a matter of time before the mindshare falls back to it as well. Okay, so yeah, very, very interesting, guys. Okay, very, very interesting to see. Just like what I said at the beginning of this video, I personally, yes, do believe that this is pretty much the floor for Kaspa. Like, this is pretty much the bottom for Kaspa. Okay, where it is right now. Okay, so yeah, if we're looking at this on the weekly time frame, just like what this chart is in fact showing us here, and I've showed you guys, the weekly time frame many times on TradingView. Okay, we've been clearly on this downtrend for over a year now. Ever since Kaspa, has reached a high of 20 cents. Ever since then, it has been on a clear downtrend, right? You have to clearly see that. And I really do believe at this point where we are right now, this is pretty much the bottom. Okay, if this is not the bottom, okay, like I said, we may see Kaspa going a little bit lower. This is pretty much near the bottom. Okay, but in general, guys, like I said, I wouldn't gamble it. I would try to accumulate as much Kaspa as I possibly can at these levels. And that's why, guys, personally, I've been buying a lot of Kaspa, right? Even just yesterday, I bought some. Okay, even though Kaspa is continuing to drop today, right? If I see opportunities like today, I'm going to buy more. Okay, so understand, guys, this is pretty much the floor for Kaspa. Just my personal opinion. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys can agree with me here. Okay, that this is pretty much the bottom. Okay, and I feel like we shouldn't gamble it. We should just simply DCA and accumulate and load up Kaspa, right, at these price levels. Okay, in general, whether you're buying Kaspa at 5 cents or buying it at 4 cents, it doesn't really matter. Or buying it at 3 cents, 2 cents, 1 cent, there's not a huge difference there, right? There really isn't a huge difference, right? Like, there is a difference, but it's not massive, because we know Kaspa is going to be reaching, the dollar ranges. And once Kaspa does reach, $1 to $5 to $10, right, in the future, you won't care whether you bought Kaspa at 5 cents or at a cent, right, or 2 cents. All that would not matter. Okay, you guys, like, does that make sense? Like, I'm just trying to, tell you guys that it doesn't really matter whether you're buying Kaspa now, where it is right now, or if it'll go a little bit lower. Like, there's not a huge difference when we know this project, it's going to be reaching, the dollar ranges long term, right, in the future. So that's that. But you're looking at this chart, guys. Okay, I love this chart because it just clearly shows you guys, where Kaspa is truly heading. And I told you guys, Kaspa's going to have a breakout. Once it does have a breakout from this downtrend that it has in fact been forming for over a year now, it's going to continue to go much higher, right? We're going to see a breakout. It's going to go back up to its previous size of 20 cents, and it's going to continue to go much higher. So it says here, it looks like Kaspa is about to repeat its 2023 to 2024 scenario. When in doubt, zoom out. When it's clear, zoom in. So yeah, what happened with Kaspa in 2023 to 2024? You guys can clearly see we saw a beautiful run up happening for Kaspa, right? You guys can clearly see that it just continued to create higher highs, right? And then eventually it did in fact reach a new all-time high of 20 cents. And of course, after that, it did in fact form this downtrend for over a year now. Okay, and it seems like, it's about to happen again. The same scenario is about to happen again for what Kaspa did back 2023 to even just last year in 2024. It seems like it's about to happen, right? And a fair few of you guys, okay, Caspians out there in the Kaspa community are in fact saying that Kaspa is going to have its own run up, okay, next year in 2026. People out there are in fact saying, okay, and I don't know personally, okay, I really don't know if this is actually going to be happening for Kaspa, but people out there are in fact saying that Kaspa is going to have its own run up next year in 2026. Okay, and I told you guys many times, 2026, okay, I feel like we will see some type of bear market happening, okay, that's when Bitcoin will drop. That's when a lot of alts will drop. But fair few people out there are in fact saying that 2026, Kaspa is going to have its own run up. Okay, just like what it did in 2023, right? And of course throughout mid 2024, right? You guys clearly see that. So yeah, we'll see, guys. History doesn't exactly repeat itself, but it does rhyme. Okay, it does rhyme. And I told you guys, once we do see a breakout from this downtrend that Kaspa has in fact been forming, there's nothing that's going to stop it. It's just going to continue to go high, and it's going to be reaching new all-time highs. So Kaspa holders, be prepared for that. Now, this person says here, I still believe Kaspa will reach $1 by 2026. I think so too. I think that is, very, very possible. Okay, very possible. Okay, it is possible. It's not impossible. There is potential for that, guys. Okay, when Kaspa moves, okay, once we do see a run-up happening for Kaspa, it's going to run up. Okay, it's going to have a beautiful run up and nothing can stop it. It's going to go absolutely parabolic. Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure about you, but 13-cent Kaspa right now would definitely lift moods, and it will. And maybe $1 by Christmas. Okay, $1 by Christmas. Yeah, I don't know if that's actually possible, but we'll have to see, guys. Okay, we will have to see. Like I said, when Kaspa moves, it will move. Okay, but personally, guys, honestly, I'm very, very bullish on Kaspa. And maybe, okay, just maybe, right, we don't see Kaspa reaching $1 by Christmas. Okay, I'm not trying to be bearish. I'm just trying to tell you guys the truth. I think we're going to be below 10 cents in the next upcoming few weeks, maybe even months, right? And then after that, I feel like we're going to see a beautiful breakout. Understand, guys, we're not going to see cheap Kaspa forever. Okay, eventually it's going to have a beautiful breakout to the outside. Okay, it's going to break out from this downtrend, okay, that we have been seeing for Kaspa forming for the longest time now, for over a year. It's going to have a beautiful breakout to the upside. So I hope you guys are ready for that. Okay, we're not going to see Kaspa at these price levels forever. We're not going to see cheap Kaspa forever, guys. Okay, understand that. So that's why, I've been personally accumulating a lot of Kaspa, and I hope you guys are in fact, accumulating as well. And this is what I always tell you guys, this is why I truly do believe this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to buy as much Kaspa as you possibly can while it's super undervalued, while it's below, 10 cents, right? So I hope you guys are stacking as much as you possibly can. This is the best time to do all of that, right? It really, really is. Okay, now moving on to this, guys. Okay, like I said, the big guys are buying Kaspa, right? The Kaspa whales are continuing to load up on Kaspa. They know that this is such a great time to load up on Kaspa. So today this happened. Wallet number 32 just bought 18 million Kaspa. The big players are starting to buy cheap and fill their bags. It's only a matter of time before Kaspa takes off completely. Okay, so like I said, these guys, okay, the big players, okay, the Kaspa whales, they know that this is such a great opportunity to buy more Kaspa, right? You're looking at this, guys. Top Kaspa wallet by holdings has added another 2.9 million Kaspa to its total balance. Funds came from Gate IO. Okay, so they are buying. Okay, you guys can clearly see over here, wallet number 1 continues to its steady accumulation, adding another 2.8 million Kaspa from Gate.io. Despite short-term volatility, the top wallet keeps strengthening its position. Okay, they are not stopping, guys. They're still continuing to load up more Kaspa. Right, you guys can clearly see almost 3 million, guys, Kaspa added. Absolutely amazing to see. Okay, wallet number 1, they know that this is such a great time to load up on Kaspa, right? It's super undervalued. Like, this is truly a once in a lifetime opportunity to load up as much as you possibly can. And to this day, guys, we still have no idea who wallet number 1 is. Okay, let me know in the comments below, who do you guys think this is? I strongly do believe this is an exchange. Okay, has to be. Okay, just my personal opinion, right? But yeah, it's not just the big players that are buying. People out there in the Kaspa community, okay, the Caspians, the Kaspa holders, the Kaspa investors, the ones that know that Kaspa is a great long-term play, are continuing to buy Kaspa just like this person. So yeah, just stacked more Kaspa off to Tangent. It goes for long-term hodl. Okay, so yeah, this person is continuing to load up on Kaspa, and I like how he says here it's a long-term hodl. Okay, because Kaspa is truly like a long-term play, just like Bitcoin, right? A lot of people are in fact buying Bitcoin not for short-term but for long-term, and it's great to see other Caspians out there, Caspian holders, having that same exact mindset of simply buying and holding Kaspa long-term, right? So yeah, like I said, guys, even yesterday I bought some Kaspa, right? You guys clearly see that I just invested almost $500 into Kaspa, and I loaded up just over 6,000 Kaspa, which is not too bad, right? So yeah, yesterday I bought some Kaspa. I hope you guys are in fact, taking this opportunity to load up more. If you guys can't buy more, okay, that's completely fine, right? Just buy whenever you can, okay, and just find what works out for you, right? So that is that. If you guys can't buy the dip, okay, just continue to hodl. It's completely fine, right? So that being said, guys, I appreciate all you guys for watching today's video. I will keep you guys up to date on Kaspa. Don't lose faith in this project, guys. Kaspa, right, man, it's come a long way, and it will continue to go much, much higher, guys. Okay, we know Kaspa, big things are coming through. It's still being tested on a lot of things. It's still, developing. Like, we are truly in the early stages right now for Kaspa. So continue to buy, continue to hold, guys. Okay, understand where this project is heading long term, not short term, long term. Okay, so that being said, appreciate all you guys. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. That is always much, much appreciated. And yeah, I will catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.